My name's Rachel. I study International Relations and Development at the University of Birmingham, and I'm in my second year.
My name is Serena, and I study International Security and Global Governance at Birbeck University, and I'm doing my master's.
I think the biggest challenge with getting young people involved is not necessarily an issue of young people. I think getting people informed about climate change is a problem in general. And I also think that climate change can feel like something that's very distant and far off, especially if you live in the global north. We don't really experience the consequences as much as some other countries. So I think getting people informed is probably the major issue.
Hi, my name's Maisie. I'm from Birbeck University and I'm representing Vietnam today.
Thank you. And so the question is, what climate change policy do you think will benefit our generation the most?
I think there's so many different climate change policies that could benefit us today. However, I think probably the most important for our generation is actually the teaching of climate and kind of making it so that it's not this massive scary thing, especially on like a smaller scale. So like I think there should be more climate change, like teaching about it in schools and teaching about how it can affect different things, and kind of not just looking at it from a scientific perspective or a geographic perspective, but looking at it from a historical perspective. So for example, how colonialism has affected climate change, how these different factors. I think if you teach about it in secondary school, I think that could be a really important factor in making it more accessible for a younger audience and therefore affecting how everyone thinks about it, which would then affect how policy is created on it. So yeah.
Hello, I'm Rosie. I'm representing Q8. I go to Liverpool John Moores University and I study international relations and politics.
Fab. So the question is, what climate change discovery do you think every student should know about?
I think one of the most important, if not the most important climate change discovery is the fact that although a lot of the headlines are doom and gloom, there is in fact a way out of climate change. Although there has been certain thresholds that we passed recently that are irreversible, we are not doomed to a burning world forever. I think it's really important that people understand that through pragmatism and decent policy, there is a future that we can move forward to that involves a lot of the risks that are fear-mongered in the media not actually occurring at all.
That's perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.